Namaskaram, Namaste, Sat Shri Akal, Adab, and what not. And more than that, Happy Pongal, Happy Sankaranthi. Sankaranthi is the name of Pongal in Tamil. They call it Sankaranthi in Andhra, call it Sankaranthi in Karnataka, call it Sankaranthi in Maharashtra. I don't know in other provinces what they call it. This is the harvest festival, and the year starts. If you have the calendar from January, the year starts from Pongal or from Sankranti. I I still remember my earlier days, younger days, in my native place where I was born, my mother's native place called Konetampeta. Konetampeta at that time was in Chittoor district, and then later it became a part of Tamil Nadu, and I was born there, as I think I must have told in the earlier episodes. My grandfather was working as a divan in Karveti Nagaram. Karveti Nagaram was Raja's some province over there those days. And I'm talking about 30s or so when my grandfather used to come on a horse and divan for that. And then he has settled down in Konetampete. That is my mother's place. So he married her, and he settled down there in that place. Ours was the only Brahmin family, the entire village. Actually, they had only two streets in the village, about 200 houses. And all the houses, the people of all those houses were one family, somehow or other related with each other. So Kunetampeta, I still remember the beautiful Sankranti days I had in Konetampeta. You see, for the holidays, 3-4 days earlier to Sankranti, we used to go there. I, along with friends, take some machus, the what do you call that knife, a bigger knife, machete, a sickle-like thing, but a machete, and we used to go a little away from the village, where there were lots of these palm trees, not bigger one, not going up, only in the bushes of palms. So we used to cut all those palm leaves and join each other and bring home by the evening. And next day we'll put all those things under the sun so that they'll be very dry by the time Sankranti used to come, and then have the bhogi. But next to my house, there was one gentleman called Mr. Ganganna. He said, Swami, they used to call me Swami because only Brahmin family. Why do you bother do all these things? I'll get in a totally a cart full of palm leaves for you. He used to bring, and I still remember those early morning, waiting for the early morning, and whoever is the biggest bhogi, and no cameras, nothing doing. We used to enjoy that. And they used to have a tamuku like thing, a small drum like thing. Tan 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 tan. They used to hit it then like they call it a pongalo, pongal, pongalo, pongal. Because it is a border of Tamil Nadu, they used to say pongalo, pongal or pongalo, pongal. And that early morning, people who have left this village and went for businesses to Chennai, they used to call it as Patnam. Those days, it was not Chennai, Madras, but Patnam they used to call. Most of them settled in Acharappan street, doing pulses business and all those things. They used to come early morning by the bus, and when the bhogi is going on, they all will come. I still remember getting down from the bus and coming from that road, main road, to the streets, and everybody was playing this and enjoying Sankranti. And my grandfather used to do beautiful kites. He used to make beautiful kites. It was so wonderful because from Pallipattu, which is about 1.5 miles away from our place, he used to bring color papers for making kites, and twine, for which we used to have manja those days. It was a big affair, and he used to cut it in so properly and do it, and big kites. And we used to, Sankranti, kite flying is also a part and parcel of Sankranti. And these things are still very green in my memory. And my first time learning swimming is in my native place. I was very much afraid of waters. My elderly mama, that is my mother's elder brother, Narayan Rao, who was working as a teacher in the aided elementary school in Konetampeta, he he took me. Uh, there is a Turakalamma temple on the road, and next to that there is a Pushkarani, a big tank, beautiful tank. There he said, you should learn swimming. That is very important. I said, I was crying. I cannot go over there. You know this bottle gourd, which is called as Sorakaya in Telugu and Suraka in Tamil. I don't know what they call it Hindi. When that dries up, usually we cut and make sambar or curry or whatever it is. When it dries up, it becomes very light, airtight. They used to tie it to our back with ropes and push us into the pushkarani, into the water, well or whatever it is. Because that buoyancy, it is like a life jacket in an aircraft. They did like that and threw me into the, we call it Skoneru, onto the Pushkarani, onto that beautiful place. I was crying. I was very much afraid of. But after a couple of minutes, I could see that if I am not doing anything, I was there in the water. So slowly I tried to learn swimming. I learned swimming. And after learning swimming, every afternoon, this is in the holidays, about 10, 12 days, I wanted to go for a swim. They used to have big wells there for the cultivation, big, big wells. But my mother used to say, no, you cannot. But without our knowledge, I used to slip out the home and they were having the afternoon nap, go there, and we stealthily take a small piece of a mirror, one comb, and coconut oil in a small bottle, keep it there, and we used to swim like, it's a beautiful experience. And after drying our hair, put the oil and comb the hair. As if nothing had happened, we used to come home. My mother used to be waiting there. It was about 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. Why did you go? I said, I just went to the road and my friends were there. We were playing Gilli Danda or something like that. She used to look at my eyes. They were very red shot. She used to touch my head and say, they're dry and there is oil also. You see, mothers have such a knack. You see, Mulatadu or Arnakayar, those days, all kids are even now they have. Rich people will have gold threads over there. That used to be there, you know. My mother used to put her hand behind my back, I mean, there, and touch that Arnakayar. It used to be wet. Bloody fellow, you were acting, you did so many things, but you forgot. This will definitely show you that you went for a swim. Patal pitil, damal dimil. So that's swimming. Later, my father used to swim very well, and he used to do that asana like straight laying, that shavasana, what they do in this thing in water, not twitching or anything. He used to sleep there like that. He taught me that. I still do that. These were the experiences of Pongal for me there. But when it came to singing, when I came to playback singing, I think the first Sankranti song I sang was in a Telugu movie called Undamma Bottu Pedta, produced by Babu Movies and directed by K. Vishwanath, my cousin brother, music by K.V. Mahadevan. This song I sang for uh, the song that Sankranti or Pongal song I sang was for this gentleman called as Dhulipada Sitaram Shastri, a veteran stage actor those days. And he did a character where in all the villages in the Sankranti time, they will come with a tanpura and with a matka on the head, while they'll go every home and they will put the bhiksha on that. And he will Krishna Arpanam, he will say and go. For him, and that village atmosphere, Mahadevan has composed a song. Devulupalli Krishna Shastri garu written that song. I sang it along with Susilamma. Ravamma Mahalakshmi రావమ్మా నీ కోవెల ఇల్లు కొలువై ఉందువుగాని కొలువై ఉందువుగాని కలుమూల రాణి. This is the song which has become such a popular number. All in my kacheris I used to sing. That was my third song or fourth song I have recorded, if I am right. And that was the only recording for which my mother, my sister, my elder sister, my aunt, my mother's younger sister, they all came for the recording. That was the only time they came for the recording, the only recording they had ever seen of my singing in the studio along with Sushila Amma. That is, that song is still, whenever Sankaranthi comes in all the Telugu radios and television, they do it. I might have sung some songs in Kannada and Tamil also. I don't remember them as far as Sankaranthi is concerned. Sankaranthi ultimately is something which keeps the smile on the faces of the 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 farmers, who are the backbones of our country. And we don't know what is going to happen now. Farmers' plight, you all see, and in papers and these things, and everybody is shifting to cities and towns because they could not cultivate, and there are no rains on time and problematic things. And if there is no farmer who exists, what are we going to eat? We don't know. So farmer is actually our annadata, the man who gives us food. So I wish that they all will have a great satisfied life, so that when they cultivate and give us food, we all can be prosperous. This is Sankranti as far as I'm concerned. Then for every Sankranti later, most of the time until I came to the high school, we were going to our native place. I still remember those buses at that time with coal buses, with steam they used to run those things, and they would put coal and it burns, and somebody has to go and crank a wheel, and then the energy comes and buses used to go. And always I wanted to sit in the front seat next to the driver, watching him how he is driving, how he is shifting the gears. I don't know why he is doing these things. And the most alluring thing is the horn. Sometimes when the known driver was there, I used to say, can I honk? Can I do that? Go to the right side. And once or two, when there were cattle going across the road, as if I was driving, you see. Whenever the bus stopped and everybody got down, I used to sit in that driver's seat. I could not even see the road, hold the wheel like this and feel as if I was driving the car. So festivities, now I don't think in villages, all these things have gone. In cities, what are we doing? In Chennai, where I live, I see in Vadapalani, I see a lot of sugar canes brought that day. And people buy and take home and do puja and all those things. Actually, in Sankranti in villages, they used to do kolam, rangolis, beautifully, muglu vedam, and this cattle dung they keep there, and flowers kept on all those things, mostly pumpkin flowers and all these things. Whosoever home had threshold had the biggest rangoli, they used to feel very proud. And then the rangoli competitions have come. Such wonderful things used to happen. Even in cities, it is happening now, but nothing like in villages. If we all can go back to villages, at least for these festivities. What we do is, I have a small farm in near the Gumadipundi. I'm talking about Chennai. We have cattle there, and we are doing a small farming. So for Pongal, we go there. Pongal means actually rice and with good, బెల్లం అంటాం కదా, బెల్లం అదెల్లం పోட்டு, and that when it boils, it becomes pongal, sweet pongal. And we all sit there and eat on banana leaves, and along with the workers, and giving them sweets and all those things. Even every year now we do it. And I wish that I live 100 years, and I wish for every Sankranti I go to a place where I can literally enjoy the village atmosphere and Sankranti. This I am talking because our kids, rather maybe my kids know, but my grandchildren, they might not be aware of what is Sankranti. They know only Deepavali because there is a lot of crackers and fanfare. Sankranti is the festivity for the farmers who are our breadwinners, who are our annadatas. I wish them all the best. From this Sankranti, every day should be a Sankranti. That's what I wish. Sankranti, Kranti means it is something they call as Viplavam, Kranti, some Kranti. It connected with an adjective, this thing is. That is something, a big change of prosperity. That is what Sankranti is. And let it bring smiles to all the farmers so that we can smile too. I was hastily wishing you happy Pongal and happy Sankranti. It will be happy if you avoid certain things. Actually, those days with palm leaves and whatever are the old things we had at home, we used to burn them. There's a story behind that. Burning those things means all the nonsensical things and bad things what we had in the year, let it burn them off and let us start afresh. Now, this Pongal is happening in Sankranti is happening cities also. They too have these fires, putting all the old things into the fire and making it big. But make it small. You got to make it, but don't make it because think of the environment, the ecological facts, and சுற்றுப்புறம் அந்த சூழ்நிலையெல்லாம் மாசுபடாமல் பார்த்துக்கணும். ವಾತಾವರಣ ಕೂಡ ಕಲುಷಿತ ಕಾకుండా చూడండి. ವಾತಾವರಣ ಯಾವುದು ಕಲುಷಿತವಾಗದೆ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. You have to be very careful about that one. Let us not celebrate this because it is a festivity of farmers at the cost of the nature. That's very important. Do it in a small way and don't keep all those remains later on the road. You yourself has to clean it. Don't forget Swachh Bharat. Thanks for listening to me. And again, thank you so very much for patronizing Simply SPB. And next Friday, I'll be with you. Thank you.